Hi everyone, I've received some messages from Mulberry Schools, so I just wanted to answer the questions. Thank you so much for sending them in.
Hi Lewis, who inspired you to go into motorsports when you were younger?
Hi Zoe, I hope you're well. I always loved cars, and my dad was always watching the Grand Prix when I would spend my time with him on weekends, and so naturally became a fan, and I wanted to be either Superman or a racing driver, and luckily I got to do one of them.
Hi Lewis, what motivates you to keep on racing?
Hey Alia, I'm generally super competitive. I love working with a team of people and always discovering more about myself, always pushing myself to the limit, and always discovering new things about myself and my potential. I think the thing is that we only limit ourselves. There is no limit to what we can do. I'm always looking to how I can extract more from myself. I love the collaboration with all these other great people in my team, trying to come together to work towards a common goal, and that's what I really love about it.
Hi Lewis, what's the hardest part about your job?
Hey Ayub, the hardest part about my job, well, I mean, there's the pros and there's the cons. The hardest part of my job is being able to arrive every single weekend focused and deliver on track and not make mistakes. And you know, every week you're feeling different, every week sometimes you're on the high, sometimes you're on the low, but regardless you have to show up and bring your A game. You can't have a not so good weekend. In order to win a world championship, that's really just the case. Every point counts. And so that's probably the hardest part, is making sure that I'm consistent and never distracted.
Hi Lewis, what drives your commitment to increasing diversity and equality within motorsport?
Hi Mabel, what drives me is that I've been racing since I was 8 years old. I'm 36 now, and my dad and I are the only people of color that we have come that in the sport. While all those years we're the only people there, and I've got to Formula One, and there's been one or two maybe mechanics. There are a few from the Asian community in the sport, but I look around and there must be a reason. It's not because minorities lack the intelligence. There's got to be a deeper reason why it is not more diverse, and we've got to push for. I believe that we have to push for a more inclusive and diverse society. I've got this amazing opportunity. I'm not afraid to be able to use my voice to help others, and we are working together as a team to try and create more opportunities for younger people, and also just open the eyes up to people who perhaps didn't even think that motorsport was an opportunity or a career that they could pursue.
Hello Lewis, what is your favourite part about your job?
Muddy, I hope you're good, buddy. My favorite part of my job is the driving. It's getting to drive this rocket and control it, to do it at the level that I do it at. It's the speed, it's the acceleration, it's the cornering, and yeah, it's like a roller coaster ride, but I'm in control, well, most of the time.
Hi Lewis, do you get motion sickness after going around the circuit so many times?
Hi Ruben. Luckily I don't get motion sickness. Sometimes I get motion sickness like in a car. If I'm traveling somewhere and I'm in the back seat and if I read a book, get massively motion sickness. Sometimes on like the simulator, you might get a little bit motion sickness because you're not actually moving, but the screen is telling you you are. Your mind is having to work overtime to compensate for the lack of movement. But no, luckily that's probably why I'm able to be good at my job.
As a child, was your ambition always to become a Formula One driver?
Hi Aliyah. Yes, my goal since I was, I think, 5 years old was to become a Formula One driver. Of course, when we're young like that, we have all kinds of, like my niece, she wants to be a farmer, not realizing that what a natural farmer does. She wants to look after animals. And I remember for me, I wanted to be Superman, and I wanted to be a racing driver because I thought it was cool. And I love cars, so I'm just very, very fortunate that I never lost sight of that dream, and my family helped me chase it.
At school, what was your favourite subject and why?
Hi Ikra. My favorite subject at school, I think art was probably my favorite subject at school. I think because I struggled in so many of the others. You know, it's creative, it's tapping into your creativity, and there's creativity in all of us. And I felt that I was able to express myself in that space more than any other subject, naturally. And so I just enjoyed drawing. I loved using different colors and making a mess, getting my hands, leaving class with paint all over you, and seeing I didn't always have good pieces of art, but I liked some of my drawings at least.
Why do you think STEM subjects are so important in school?
Hi Isabella. I think STEM subjects are super important in school. I think a lot of people and youngsters, and I was the same when I was at school, didn't realize all the opportunities that there are through STEM. In our industry, in the motorsports industry, it's not just racing drivers or just an engineer. There are so many job opportunities. There are so many different levels to which people could get in. And I think it's super important that at the moment there's not a lot of diversity, and it's really important that we make it more diverse, because new ideas coming from people from different walks of life is only going to make society better. It's only going to make our sport better. That's why I've got this Hamilton Commission, which I'm really proud of. We've done a lot of research to try and understand why the sport is not diverse, why young black people particularly don't get into STEM subjects. Sending you positive energy. I hope that you're chasing your dreams, and I hope that you're into STEM subjects.
As a Formula One driver, you travel all around the world. Which of your travels did you enjoy the most and why?
Hi Liliana. I've been so lucky to travel. Ever since I was 13, I started traveling around Europe, and I got to race mostly in Italy and France and in Germany, and got to go to Japan. I was always a big fan of traveling, but naturally, once I turned professional, I got to travel the world, and I've been around the world many times over the years. I think the places that I've enjoyed the most are places like Japan. Tokyo is one of my favorite cities. It's very clean, and just a really beautiful culture. They show so much respect and politeness in the way that they go about how they approach you. I think the food is great, and it's just a beautiful, people are beautiful. A lot of the Asian countries, like Indonesia, is stunning, and again, quite spiritual. There's a great energy there, and so I would say Asia is generally kind of my favorite.
What was the thing that gave you the drive to fulfill and pursue your ambition?
Hi Samiha. I struggled at school, and I got bullied at school, and when I got in a go-kart, I felt strong. I felt I felt special. I felt I was able to do something that some of the other guys struggled to do, and things that I struggled at school, I was able to be strong in this section. I think I was very fortunate. My dad encouraged me, and it was just fun. It was like going to the theme park every weekend. Only I got to control the ride and determine how fast it goes, and determine what result you get at the end through hard work, having to apply yourself, and that's what I loved about it.
What advice would you give to young students if they want to pursue their dreams in Formula One?
Hi Sanisha. The motorsports industry has so many amazing opportunities for you, so I would encourage people naturally to be pursuing STEM subjects and sparking conversation, talking about it, watching sports. We've got the Drive to Survive show that's on Netflix, so you can get to understand a little bit about the sport and what goes on in it. It's massively exciting, but I don't want you to just focus on motorsport. I want you to just, whatever your dream is, don't let anyone tell you you can't do it, or it's too big or too ridiculous to achieve. When I was younger, I grew up on my dad's couch. I know how it can be difficult for people, and people told me there's no way you're going to make it. No one that looks like you has been in that sport. What are you talking about? And you just got to believe in yourself wholeheartedly and work towards it. Keep pushing. And every time you fail, it's not how you fail, it's how you get back up that counts. So, and every day is a new day to learn. Even if you improve by 1% every day, that's still some really good improvement. So, yeah. Well, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for your questions. I hope you're working hard at school. I hope you're staying positive. I hope you're dreaming big and even bigger. And as I said before, don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing, keep chasing, and keep working hard.